The camelid that I am talking about primarily are llama and alpaca. They originated in, some would say in South America is where they were domesticated, but honestly, if you want to go prehistoric to where did they really originate from, they were in North America, and we do have fossils at the Natural History Museum here in Albuquerque showing that camelids lived here in North America, and then they migrated after the Ice Age down to South America, the smaller ones, the llamas, the alpacas, the vicuñas, and guanacos. They're down in South America, and the llama and the alpaca are the domesticated species. So they do rely on human assistance. They are not meant to be wild. They do need care and shearing and nail trimming and concern. And so that's what we do here at Llamas del Sol. We provide all of that and the nutrition and the safety that they need and grooming. So they're domestic. The guanaco is the wild cousin to the llama, and the vicuña is the wild cousin to the alpaca. They are only in South America. They're not allowed to be exported because they're endangered. There is a Paco vicuña, which is a cross between an alpaca and a vicuña, and those have really nice fiber as well. They can be imported, and there are Paco vicuñas here in North America that people raise. The fiber itself just doesn't have as much jag to it as you look along it when you're examining it under a microscope. And so it doesn't feel as prickly. That's not to say that it's not ever prickly. It just kind of depends again on the type and the quality of the fiber. Some llamas, everything sticks to them because it's super, super soft and it doesn't have like the guard hair. Llamas often have guard hair that comes over the undercoat. So the undercoat is what we really want, and so we try to take out the guard hair using processing techniques to just have the really soft undercoat. Some of them don't really have guard hair, just like alpacas maybe don't have a lot of guard hair, and so they just require more cleaning, like this one here. There's really not a lot of guard hair. This here, I can kind of show you the difference. So this is clumped together, and so this really straight hair is guard hair. And if I pull that out and leave behind the shorter hairs here are the softer ones. And I've just taken out the long, straight, more thicker ones that kind of help shed the water and shed the vegetation matter off of them. The difference between sheep wool, and there's a lot of different kinds of sheep wool, and they have a lot of different feels to them and textures and looks, but camelid fiber is not technically a wool. Sheep wool has lanolin in it. The camelid fiber, this llama, llama, or alpaca fiber, that does not have any lanolin. There's no oils in it. It's more like a hair. And then as well as when you get down into looking at the structure of it, there's fewer jags. I want to say wool is known to be scratchy, although there's some, wools that are not scratchy, that are very soft, that's grown in New Zealand, and some special types of sheep that are very silky soft too. This fiber, as you can see, is raw. It has just been shorn off of one of our llamas. This looks to me like this came from Sally Ride. She's one of the llamas from Alamosa, and this is the method. Is I just use hand manual shears. It's the least disturbing for them. Usually it takes a little bit longer, but they often get used to it. And then you process it, and this is just that. This has been carded And so now you can see all of the fibers are pretty much going in the same direction, but then it's rolled up. And it's very, very soft and very clean. There's not a lot of vegetation matter because in the process of carding, a lot of this will fall out. And then it's good to shake it. A lot of people use like a vacuum on reverse to make it a blower, and they blow it out of the llama first so that you don't have so much vegetation in it, because when you process it you want it to be pretty clean. This is very fine, so the micron count is how we determine its softness. So the softness, and if you could feel this, you would feel it's like silky soft. So it's a very fine micron count, which is what alpacas are known for. But llamas have the same kind of fiber as alpacas. It's just a matter of the micron count. Often alpaca have micron count that is much smaller, and they have crimp. So the crimp is something that is the waviness. You can see this has some crimp, but a lot of it is kind of straight, and so that kind of gives it away as more llama-like fiber. And the crimp is the waviness, like the zigzagginess, which helps it bind when you're trying to spin it into yarn.
The spinning wheel is a wonder of innovation and technology. We have our wheel, our drive band, our bobbin. What I'm working on is a merino blend, and fiber all starts out as roving. It gets combed into bats, and then when you're prepared to spin, you have to draft it so that it's a little finer when you add it in. There's two main twists, a Z twist and an S twist, that just determines what direction the fiber's going. And it matters when you're spinning more than one strand together. Spinning just the one is called a single, and when you spin multiples together, you're applying the yarn. The various quilts you've seen around my house, the two in the bedroom and the one on the couch, those are all handmade both by me and my mom. There really is something very special about knowing that there's history and whose hands make the things you use. Additionally, natural fibers are more comfortable, both to wear and to sleep under and everything like that.
Here is what's left.
Textiles are one of the most important industries in the world, and they always have been. They're also one of the most labor-intensive, no matter how you make them, and some of our humanity is defined by the fiber we wear.
Textiles are one of the most important industries. Textiles are one of the most important industries. Textiles are one of the most important industries in the world.